David, welcome. Thanks for being with us.
Dr. Wright, my honor to be both your attorney and your friend and to talk about these important issues.
Yes, indeed. You know, people look at the court system and they say, boy, the wheels of justice really grind slowly, don't they? But we are moving forward with this suit. Help us to understand what's happening.
What's happened in the case is we filed the suit on behalf of D. James Kennedy Ministries, and really this suit has D. James Kennedy Ministries stepping in on behalf of all churches, all faith-based organizations, and leading the charge against two defendants, one, the Southern Poverty Law Center, the other, Amazon. And we'll explain the different issues, but what has occurred is Amazon, one of the largest retailers in the world, the biggest online retailer, has unbelievable resources, and they've hired very expensive attorneys to defend their interests. And then Southern Poverty Law Center, to the surprise of many, although they say they're a nonprofit organization, they have hundreds and hundreds of millions, and so they also have hired excellent counsel. And what they have done is they've gone to court in Alabama, and they're asking the judge, please do not let this case go forward. And they call this in the federal court vernacular motions to dismiss. And so it's been very interesting. They don't want what we call the discovery process. They don't want to answer questions. They don't want to raise their right hand, promise to tell the truth. They don't want to submit documents. And to me, what I've often found in this type of litigation, when people are reticent to show their hand or to expose, they've got something to hide.
Our case has two components to it, a defamation component and a discrimination component, and they apply variously to Amazon and SPLC. Somebody's watching, though, right now, this conversation, and they're saying, hey, no, wait a minute. Christians, if we're being put upon by the culture, we're supposed to just turn the other cheek. Why is this more important than us just getting our nose out of joint about us being called names that are untrue? Why is this case far more important for the entire body of Christ?
Well, Dr. Wright, your point is excellent. This is bigger than just an injury, and it's clearly the organization's been injured. You've lost donors, you've been defamed, you've been maligned. I mean, after the Charlottesville incident last year, the ministry was all over television with people saying, oh, hate groups are listed here, and there is the ministry, and that's an awful thing to have to go through. But if it was just to make that right, it would have less nobility. But when we look at what's happening with the Silicon Valley right now, and Hollywood, and how that's merging with Washington, D.C., we're watching a value structure come into place where if you don't agree with us, we're going to take you off the internet. We're going to take you off the airwaves. We're going to take you off of social media. We're going to not let your Google search show up. We're not going to let you be on Facebook. And what we're watching is all of a sudden this huge world of censorship is settling in. And so I believe that for the churches, for the Christians to be falsely labeled as a hate group, could have huge ramifications, whether we stay tax exempt with our government, whether we can stay on the airwaves like this broadcast, or whether we'll have the ability to get the gospel of Jesus out on the internet. Now we know that would be part of the devil's plan, wouldn't it? To basically take these powerful communication tools like television, radio, the internet, and limit that to where the churches and the Christian viewpoint would be censored out.
Let's talk about Amazon a little bit. Our case against Amazon is not a defamation case. It's a discrimination case, and they argue that they can discriminate against anybody that they want. They're not a government entity, so they're not violating the First Amendment, and that they have the right to decide as the gatekeepers of their own platform who gets to use it, who gets to engage on it. What's wrong with Amazon's position on this discrimination question?
Well, I think they're wrong. People are beginning to ask exactly what we'll call the justice fairness question. Why the little baker? Why the little florist? Why the little cake maker? Why are these folks being put into all this pressure, and yet Amazon, with really what we might say unlimited or unbelievable resource, not having to obey the law in these areas? And we'll call it a case of first impression. Courts have broken both ways on these issues. A lot of it is in the disability realm. You know, what duties does Amazon have to accommodate disabled customers? And for the most part, they pretty much say, we don't have any. Okay, we don't have to take care of the disabled. In theory, they could ban people of race in their arguments, if you follow their logical end. They believe they can ban people of perspective, faith, viewpoint, politics. And so Amazon's argument is we're a private company, we can do what we want with no rules. Our counter to that is no, you're awfully big, you are under some of these public accommodation guidelines, and we don't want you to accommodate us at any level beyond what you do for everybody else.
Our great supporters and friends are oftentimes great prayer warriors too.
Yes.
How can people be supporting this effort in prayer? What should they pray specifically for?
As you pray for this case and this situation, don't just pray for what we're fighting in the courtroom, but think for just a moment about your kids, your grandkids, maybe the kids in your church, and just ask yourself from your heart, what kind of America do we want to leave for them?
Good. David, we couldn't fight this battle without your leadership and the National Center for Life and Liberty as well. It's a pleasure to labor with you in this
Honor,
battle.
my privilege.
Thank you so much.